Man, it's a good thing I checked that. My default microphone device was changed. It said, oh, disconnected or not available. I would not have noticed that. Straight up would not have noticed that. Hello! It's been a while since I've streamed, but today's the first day I've really had time to stream, I guess. Or at least been able to without having a very noisy background, so... I'm not really sure what I'm going to be working on today. Probably cutscenes, might not be cutscenes. Might actually be like programming stuff. It might end up being one of the 50,000 things I have on my Demo 4 roadmap to-do list that I'm slowly but surely chipping away at, but part of me wants to do cutscenes today, cutscenes and animations. Another part of me wants to do like boss rush enemies and stuff, because then I get to use new attack styles and everything, but I just don't know. So I'm gonna kind of wing it. I got about maybe 2.5 or so hours. So let's see. Clean this stuff up a little bit. I seen someone on Twitter earlier like, I think I would like a programming IDE that's like an infinite canvas. And I'm thinking, oh, like Game Maker? No, you don't. I'm so glad the new code editor's in beta now, but at the same time, like I want to upgrade to the beta just for the new code editor, because it's basically like Diet Game Maker Live. And if you don't know what Game Maker Live is, it's basically just this code editor but without moving it around like this, because no one really likes that, myself included. But I have a few cutscenes for World 2 that need kind of a full-on rework. One of those is Arwood's cutscene, because like it was good at the time, but it doesn't really hold up compared to everything else now. So what I've been trying to do... That music is kind of loud for me. Turn that down. And I'll increase it over here, maybe this. But, and also if the music is too loud, just say something in chat and I can adjust it. But, the thing with my cutscenes was, for the longest time, I just made them on a canvas that was the size of the screen, and then just scaled up the players as needed, which worked until, like, it works in the IDE, but when you put it in game, it's like there's all these pixel scaling issues and everything, because you have these people at the front of the camera, and they're like, here it's like what is he at, 500% scale? So you put that against a background that's like at normal 1% scale, and then it's like it can be used to create some depth, but sometimes it can not work out. Like right here is where I've already replaced some sprites, so this cutscene's already broken, but at the time in Demo 3 I was like, oh, I'm gonna make this cool depth effect. We'll have Yui here in the back, because this previous scene, you know, you have the main character go forward and he's standing in front of Yui because, like, he's getting all mad and everything and whatever. He's insulting Yui and everything, and that obviously, you know, you're insulting my guardian angel. I'm not gonna let that fly. So the next scene is like, oh, well, Yui's in the back, then main character, then Arwood, and it kind of does this, or it did do this, like, zoom in effect, which obviously, with this sprite, like, this used to just be a floor, but now it's like a full-on background, so, and I've been putting some TLC into those, but, like, it used to kind of, like, scale in like this, and it kind of looked cool, but, like, look, like, hindsight is 2020, and it was not that cool. It was kind of like cool in the moment, and I was like, yeah, that's what I want. I'm gonna do that. And now we're here where I have to redo it all. So let me get Ace Sprite fired up here. I also need to set me a little timer to stretch. I'm thinking like probably like 45 minutes or so. Sure. Where'd that go? Okay. 45-minute stretch break timer. And where is Ace Sprite in this? Ace Sprite. There we go. We're immediately going to need some main character sprites. So I'll kind of do a little overview of what I've got. I don't know if I teased these in the Discord, but there is somewhere in here. Yeah, I've got 2 different things already done for this, so I'll kind of give the rundown of what I want this cutscene to look like. So, context of in-game, you are, let's see, before this cutscene triggers, you go into this house, and you'll go downstairs, and then in this second room, the cutscene trigger is right here, this blue. Oh wait, no one can see that because Ace Sprite's covering it. Whoops, hold on. Rewind. So the cutscene kind of starts like you'll go into Arwood's kind of shack here, and then you'll go downstairs. That's this blue trigger. And then when you're downstairs, once you move to this blue trigger over here, the actual cutscene begins. So that's gonna change to being like this is gonna get it's not gonna be this like slope here, which looks weird. It's instead gonna be like a door that you'll open to reveal the staircase, or you'll appear at the staircase after opening the door, and that's where these come in. So this little animation, kind of like opening a door and the light pierce through, and then this transparency here will have main character and Yui kind of like peering in, and then you'll get this cool perspective shot. Because obviously it's dark down there, and it's like, guys, we got a flashlight or something like that. No wait, this is the YouTube poop era. It's kinda dark. You got a light? No. That type of thing. So they'll kind of show up here in the corners, like peering down the staircase before they reluctantly kind of creep down into the staircase. And then it'll kind of transition into similar stuff here. Like, I can probably reuse a bunch of these scenes. I just need to fix the scaling to where it'll match with the backgrounds and everything. But like the opening of it, I do want to adjust. This is in huge contrast to most of the World 1 cutscenes I redid, where I had to do literally everything again from scratch. Because it just didn't look good. But anyhow, now that I've laid out the plan, I can actually kind of get to work on it. I think I'm going to start with kind of like a little like tiptoeing, creeping animation for main character here. So, do need a base. The good thing about having 50,000 sprites on a character is that you can kind of start off with a base of the character. So main thing I'm just gonna do is cut off his arms, rest in pieces, and then fix up the legs here. There we go. So I'm kind of thinking like Luigi's Mansion type creeping here. You know how Luigi kind of like, he's hunched forward and real nervous like. I mean, I think I'm in this situation, like I'm probably gonna creep too. Not necessarily because I'd be like freaked out scared, but more because I'd be worried about like running my head through a spider web or something. That would have me done, unfathomably done. So thinking, how would that look? I'm trying to like position my arm in a way like in like IRL me is like positioning my arm. Like how would I do this? I'm thinking like comes down, elbow here, and then kind of down like this. Yeah. That kind of looks okay. I think his arm needs to be like 1 pixel wider. Not because he's buff or anything, but because he has a heavy sweater on. Okay, so grab these colors here. Which order is? I always forget the order. It's like dark and then light. Yeah. Yeah, something like that. I'm also using streaming as a cheat code to get more work done, because if I can yap about my work as I'm doing it, I'm less likely to midway through doing something be like, oh man, I'm a little bit bored right now. I'm gonna open Twitter, or I'm gonna open YouTube and like start listening to a podcast or something. So if it wasn't for me like frequently having a noisy background, I would probably stream a lot more often just for that reason. But you know, unfortunately, I do have a loud background most of the time, so. Let's see. What's going on here? Is that? Where's the layer? You can come down here. Yeah, that looks more natural. Oh, I could really cheat with this too. I could actually cheat with this animation. Because realistically, I do not feel like animating like legs like for the 15,000th time. So I think what I might actually do is I'm gonna like move these up, and I'm going to go up here and just get his walking sprite. Because what's stopping me? What is stopping me from just with all these, chopping off the upper half here, since his hands are going to be kind of fixed for the most part. For the most part, his hands will be in a relatively fixed position. So I can just like copy that layer. Work smarter, not harder, is how I'm feeling right about now. And there we go. Now I'm leaning forward a little bit. I'm like kind of like right over my microphone. Whoops. Oh, you shouldn't be there. You're not supposed to be here. Oh wait, this is like the full animation. I can just delete that frame. And then oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Yeah, you come down here. And we'll link, then unlink. And I could just make some minor adjustments as we go through here. That's blue. Wait a second, have I never, like, properly animated his freaking legs? What? Hold on, where's this? I'm done. I know that's... Hold on. Oh, dang. It's just like that, huh? Maybe it's not improperly animated, it's just like the smear between swapping legs is like really bad. Where's the walk on beat thing? Do I even have that for him? No, I just did it in Engine. Oh well, honestly, like this is gonna be on screen for maybe like a second and a half or so. And you're probably only gonna see like this much. Like it's gonna be zoomed in a way that you're only gonna see this much of him. So guess now would be to do some minor scarf animation stuff here. And then a little bit of movement on the hair. Just a wee bit. Let's see how that looks. Yeah, I think I'm content with that. And I've got like plenty of freaked out, shocked animations and stuff. I don't need to do one of those for when they get jump scared. Angels and Demons is a horror game, if you didn't know. And that's that might be slightly true. Depends. Depends on how you interpret it a little bit, but so I got a tiptoe. So go ahead and put this one out. This needs to go in cutscenes. There's that. Guess I also need to do one of these for Yui as well, which is gonna be a little bit more difficult to do. So I think with Yui's, yeah, Yui's walk animation is scuffed in the way that like I didn't use layers. Like I was apparently I was very adamant about not using layers when animating my characters for the longest time. For some reason, I don't even know like what my logic was. I just did not like using layers, because if I go back here to the beginning, like the only time there's layers for Yui is with her freaking wings up until like, oh, the running animation, because her hands are mostly in the same position. Like, and then some of these I've made more recently, but I just like shoved them into this slot instead of the very end of the sprite file. Like you'll immediately be able to tell, like, let's see. Oh, maybe not. Maybe I'm lying. Yeah, up here is where, I guess when I started doing her rhythm animations near the end of Demo 3, I was like, oh yeah, I'll for sure start using layers now. So, I like her revive animation. Rare Yui side profile, by the way. Cursed. Not meant for mortal eyes. Okay. We are tiptoeing now. Or would you even really need to? Like, from a purely from a this is an angel in the real world perspective, like, technically I could just make her fly, in a sense, but in this specific scenario, she's also already assumed her human form because they're at a camp and there's like people around, and she doesn't want to freak people out. Just like, you know, say you're playing as like Autumn, you wouldn't want to use the gun, which is her dash, because you just pull out a gun and start shooting it in places, and people are going to freak out. This is in game and in real life. Don't. But like, I'm wondering if Yui should even have a tiptoe. Like, it definitely makes her feel more human to have a tiptoe animation, but at the same time, like, would she need it? Like, hold on, let me lab this out here. Like, No. Maybe I don't need to lab it. Maybe I just stop complaining and trying to skip out on doing animations, and I just give her a tiptoe animation. Consider that that is an option. So those can go, and maybe not a bend there. Like about like that, maybe, mayhaps. And move her forward a little bit. And unfortunately, we have to make Yui freaked out. So. That doesn't look right. Yeah. Something like that. And then this one. For some reason, no, it's because it's her hair. Never mind. I caught myself. I was gonna say, for some reason, I didn't use the correct outline color, but that's because this is bordering with her hair. But would she do like the little, like the creeping hands, like the Luigi creeping hands, or would she do something different? Because I don't know if the creeping hands really feels very Yui. But what else would you do if you're creeping without doing like a big, like, long steps, holding your arms out like you're trying to step on a very specific part of a board type of creeping? Let's see. She wouldn't put her hands behind her back. Yeah, I think she's just gonna get the creeping arms, just like the main character has. So something like this. Yeah. And then this is where I'll actually have to not just duplicate the frame. I'll actually have to probably do something different here. And I think it's going to be something like this, because doing like arm bends in pixel art is like insane for some reason. Like you know how it should look in a sense, but like trying to convey that through pixel art can get so difficult sometimes. Like a perspective of like say you're bending, like you bend your arm up like you're going to wave kind of, and imagine a camera pointed directly at your forearm, kind of like you're gonna wave in front of you, I guess, like this. Let me draw a hand here real quick. Yeah, so like this is a hand, and like say you're going like this kind of perspective, like you're holding your hand out. This is hard to convey in pixel art because of the tiny resolution that you get to work with, but anyways, we got first frame, which means now I just need to I'm gonna oscillate Yui's upper half here and dupe it up. And now we have to, unfortunately, like dismember Yui and split her in half, but like shoutouts to copy paste. Yui's walking animation is much better than main characters, but like I can't be bothered to fix it right now, solely because no one has pointed it out as being like bad except for myself. And I don't think anyone ever really walks in anywhere outside of cutscenes unless you're just like trying to specifically position yourself like per pixel or something, like you're trying to get a really precise position. So it's hard to justify redoing a whole animation when it's barely used, I guess. I don't know. No. Ooh. Yui! What happened? Oh wait, I know what happened. She needs to actually go down. Hmm. This one's a little bit more tricky, but not that big. I'm gonna make her a little bouncy. Yeah. And this is where she would go down a piece. And just gonna go down again. Oh, whoa, what is that? What do we got going on there? Hold on. Go back up. Go back up, go back up. Okay, I have goofed somewhere, and I think it's here. See, that kind of, she looks very rigid. Keep her up one more frame, I guess. And then have her go down here, maybe? Maybe I'm making her too bouncy now. Oh yeah, that like right here, that one needs to go back up. Yeah, I think that's okay. So, Yui tiptoe done. This is Tiptoe. Oh, I bet I definitely just sent that to the player folder. Hold up. I'm gonna move it real quick. UE player. Where's that Tiptoe animation? There it is. And you should definitely not be there. You should be in the cutscenes folder, because I will spend an unfathomable amount of time looking for it to never find it. Did I miss a frame in there too? I'd be... How many frames is it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's... Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's 10 frames. I definitely missed it somewhere. Oh well. Cutscenes, Tiptoe, yes. There will be one single Tiptoe frame in her player folder for who knows how long. Not me, because I'll probably forget about it. Okay, now let's knock Ace Pride out of here for a bit. Where's Yui? I actually should probably use her player sprites as a base. Some of her normal sprites don't what's the word? They don't have the same sprite alignment, like this part right here, which has messed up some cutscenes before, going between a UE sprite and a player UE sprite, because like it was ever so slightly adjusted to fit her flying form. So okay, Tiptoe, boom. Not so fast, not so fast, like half of that speed, maybe more like, yeah, 8 looks good. And I'm gonna need player, not Autumn, not Kaguya, main character right here. Where's your cutscene stuff? Right here. Tiptoe. And yep, that's good. Okay. So 2 new animations. Now, how do I want this cutscene to play out? It's like, let me full screen this here and get rid of some of this stuff on screen for visibility's sake. I'm not sure. I do think though, I'm gonna take a quick bathroom break. We'll go ahead and make this the stretch break. Where is my, there it is. So give me like 3 minutes or so, just get up and move around a little bit, and I'll be back shortly. Okay, I'm back. Back in the mix. So, now it's a matter of planning out the whole cutscene, the dialogue and everything, because most of this I could probably keep in, but I still have to reorder it and set up the dialogue and speakers and everything, so I'm gonna just comment all that out, and we're gonna pretend that it's not there. So now I do have the opportunity to go back to my YouTube poop roots and just actually put in the... It's kind of dark. Got a light? This to me is just it's funny. And if it's not funny, you had to... If it's not funny to you, you had to have been there. You had to have been on YouTube during like peak YouTube poop era. But let's see. I'm opening a door that goes to like a basement in a place I've never been that probably doesn't have much activity for a good portion of time because it's a campsite. I think I'm definitely like slowly opening this door and not going down there because I'm terrified of spiders. So man, structuring dialogue is like it's difficult sometimes. I gotta put myself into the shoes of main character. Let's see. What would main character say? What would you say? I just realized I didn't adjust the music volume back. Whoops. I'm thinking... I don't want this to be like... I don't want this to be a cringe dialogue kind of thing. Like, like this could very, very easily end up in a "he's right behind me, isn't he?" kind of moment, and I don't think I want that at all. So, let's see. Oh, it is really dark down there. This would be main character for sure. And Yui, how would Yui respond? It'd probably be something. Let me. I gotta embody like 1,500 characters just to write this dialogue. So she'd probably say something along the lines of like, "Oh, it certainly is, but we kind of got to go down there, you know, like we checked everywhere else." So it is. No. It certainly is dark, but this is the only remaining place Mr. R would, and this needs to be like yellow. See, yellow. Shoutouts to Juju Adams for Scribble Library. Could be. Yeah, that's so true. I mean, it's not like he's a lumberjack. It's not like he would be like out in the woods or anything. Actually, but we have to find Mr. Arwood. Yeah. Do I drop the ladies first joke? Well, ladies first. No, I think that'd be super funny. Ladies first? Dot question mark? No, well, wait a minute. If I want to if I want to like remove some work, I can't drop this joke because then I end up with, okay, so unless Yui just walks in front of the main character. I mean, I'm probably gonna have to redo this whole freaking thing anyways because all these are like, these use curves and everything to move, which kind of has me a little bit done. Actually, maybe not all of them use curves, but a good enough amount of them do, I think. No, wait. Let's say, does that just not animate? But I was just going over it too fast. I think I'll leave it. But I can change it. If I change my mind, I can just like change this line to something else, like, okay, but if I see a spider or something, I'm done. So, I think I know how I want it to go. I'm gonna top this out here. Door opens to reveal dark basement. Characters are slightly reluctant, but proceed. They remark about the difficulty seeing when suddenly the lights turn on. It's Harwood! It's the lumberjack! And then dialogue proceeds as usual, or as before. No, strings. 4. 3. Wait a minute. I can't read. Yui gets cut off. Yeah. There we go. Yeah. I think this'll work. Okay. Hmm. I'm puzzling still a little bit. Yeah, my dead brain. It's so true. My brain's been fried from working on this so much. I think. Now, if I were a lumberjack, where would I be? Nah, that's actually such a cringe line. I'm not dropping that. Rewind. That never happened. Actually, we're gonna cut off main character this time. Yui gets cut off enough as is. Boom. And then take these and I'll just reorder these a wee bit. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. And I could probably actually chop some of these out too. So, oh, whoops, wrong key. Live reenactment. It's like, oh, it's really dark down there. It certainly is dark, but we have to find Mr. Arwood. Well, ladies first. And they're in the basement. It'll be very difficult to spot anyone in this basement. It's so dark. Maybe we can find a light switch somewhere. What are you doing in my office? Kind of thing. Okay. Oh, Mr. Arwood. This should be yellow. Yellow. Kind of imagine him sounding like Mr. Krabs a little bit. Yeah, I think this will work. Okay. And since the majority of this is Arwood yapping, can like fill everything in. Fill in the blanks with Arwood, and then let's see. Do speakers first. 0 is no one. I keep putting, because I'm looking up and I'm seeing this loop and I'm like, oh yeah, this is a loop. This is for sure what needs to go in here. And motion would be like the native one. Now, what emotion do we want here? 13. 13, that is definitely not 13, that was 12. And this is Yui. Six. Yeah, I think that's the one I want. 4 or 6. So I'm thinking this is a 6 angle. Boink. Then yep, 4. That's exactly the one I was picturing in my head. And 4. No wait, this is a UE one. UE. Yeah, I guess we'll do 6 again. 6 is fine. And 5. I need a thinking. Yeah, 10. Now this is our wood. This one actually just needs his voice, because we shouldn't know who it is yet. So we'll just overwrite these parts with -1. We'll keep the voice. And then Yui's like, oh, Mr. Arwood, we've been looking everywhere for you. Nine. And then 8 and 9 gonna stay the same. And then we'll go to 10. What a jump. We love saving time. Woohoo! This is looking like a 5. We apologize for the intrusion. And then this one needs to be a 3. Yeah, he's gonna be yelling. Make him yell there. And then this is where main character's like, hey, relax. Relax. So one of the very few spots in the whole game I get to use the angry portraits. Not that one. Yeah, 15. 15 on 12. And then 14 needs to be super angry too. Boom. And 15. 16 is Yui. She's gonna be like, oh my goodness. 10. I almost have these like frames memorized where I have to do these so much. There's objectively probably a better way to line these up, but this is just what I've been doing and I don't feel like changing it really. Okay. This 19 and 17, 18. Boom. Dialogue ready. Now, I need to actually roll out the new cutscene stuff. And this part actually shouldn't be super difficult. I mean, I say that, but like every time I say that, it's like not true. Think about how I want this to go. And I actually think, I'm pretty sure I can't, like, at least I need to rename this cutscene and use it somewhere else, because fun fact, I didn't want to reanimate this scene twice and it being the same thing. Like, I'm probably not going to use this scene at all anymore, but in Demo 3, this was just reused at this scene at the dirt wall before you fought Bloodwrath. And it's just the same cutscene used in Arwood. This one too, I just duplicated it and removed Arwood and replaced it with Bloodwrath. Was it a good idea at the time? But okay, now I'm gonna close some of this stuff out and gotta think with my head for a moment. I could change up the music. I don't know. It's like, is chill synth still the angle? I'm not sure. Yeah, I need something not detailed, I guess. Something not as detailed, methinks. Because if I'm listening to something that's like detailed, I'm gonna be focusing on that more. At least 20 people watching. This actually looks harder than anything I've done. Thanks, man. I've actually technically been working on this for 4 years or so. But I did start with no knowledge. Like, I went into doing all this blind, but that's a very nice compliment. Thank you. I'm gonna clear out the old cutscene rooms. So these 1, 2, 3. I'm gonna make sure these are the right ones before I just delete them. These are the defeat ones. Yeah. I'm just gonna remove these out of here and start from scratch. I know I'm gonna need to go into this, change up these again, and this. You can go, because you're not gonna be used anymore. And this I'll replace with a staircase later, but today is cutscene stuff. How's it going? I can't say. Let's see. Okay, this one, I actually don't need to delete these, but I can just use them as a base. I'm actually going to add in the other sprites first, the cutscene sprites, now that I'm thinking about it, because I do need those for this first one. Kingdom. Or do I already have them in here? I don't think I do. No. Put Kingdom in front of this. Kingdom. It's a large name. Oh my gosh, I gotta remember where I save all this stuff. I have so many folders. Camp cutscene. Oh, I actually need to export those sprites too. I haven't done that. There we go. Boom. And middle center will work. And those out of here. And I'm gonna resize this canvas. This is 240 by 135. And we're gonna manually animate it on that speed and make this linear. You're gonna make your subscribers raid me? Sure, go for it. Let's speed it up a little bit. And I will move this over here. And make the scene just a smidge longer. I actually have to kind of think about this perspective because the next scene is going to have the camera behind the characters. So that would make... I want to keep it consistent in the way that when the camera goes behind them, that it's properly behind them in a sense. So who do I want on which side? You know those scenes in like old cartoons where they'd open the door a bunch of times to see the same person, then they'd open it and it's like a totally different person? I think of the Tom and Jerry episode where, what is it, like Jerry somehow sneaks an elephant into the house or something and paints him to look like him. Maybe I'm an old head. I'm not a boomer, I swear. But I definitely watched boomer cartoons. And we'll do door open. How long does this need to happen for? Remember when cartoon characters would fit massive things in their pockets? Yeah. There's a term for that, I think. Like, I don't remember what it was, but it was like, man, like, and it was like, I think it actually got copyrighted too, which is, and I hope I'm wrong on that, because it was like something that's like, why would you ever copyright this? But it was, I want to say it was like Acme Pockets or something, where maybe it was like DreamWorks or someone. I might be like totally just like talking out of pocket. Like I might not even know what I'm talking about. I just feel like I remember seeing it on like Twitter or something, where characters pulling absurdly large objects out of their pockets that they should not realistically be able to hold was somehow copyrighted. Let me be wrong. I would love for that to be the case, but I don't know. In a way, current day humor just mirrors old school humor. Okay, yeah, that looks good. Scene 1 done. Woohoo! Scene 2, I can just... Actually, this one I'm gonna start from scratch with. This one's gonna be that staircase scene, so I don't need any other things in there. Boom. Number 2. And this is gonna be 480 by 270? Yeah, I think that's right. Do I have that other sprite in here? Nope. Okay. Downstairs look. Yeah, it's 480, 270. Oh, and you need to be centered. There we go. So now we got this scene. And how many, I don't remember how many dialogue boxes I needed for this. 1, 2, 3. So say 400 frames per with some padding. So about 1800, I guess. It's kind of long. But I don't need that to move. And these in here. I'm going to change their offset because I don't need it to be the corner. What is it? 192, it's 96. Yeah, it's 96. There we go. I might have their positions backwards. I gotta like, let me think about it. We're going from this and it'd be opposite sides. Yeah. It'd be like that, right? Or did I have it right? I gotta. I'm losing it. How? Hold on, I'm gonna like. I have like 2 boxes of Mike and Ike's. And I'm like. Yeah, they would swap sides. They would swap sides. Yeah. I'm like. Stream title is accurate, okay? I am in fact losing my mind. Like, it should not take all 2 of my brain cells to figure this one out. That, oh, like, they should swap sides if the camera's going behind them. But, it definitely is. Okay, so this will be on 0. That's the start of the text box. And these will last the whole thing. Whoa, don't move. About, say 1 second in, we'll go to the first dialog box. I need to reference these. So I'm gonna make them squash and stretch. Not that much squash, but let's go ahead and have that ready. And that might be too much squash. I like it to look visually good. We'll see. How does that look? It's a little too squishy, I think. Maybe? Maybe we only need like that much? Juggle these around a little. Yeah, that looks better. That looks more natural. So what is basically happening is when we get right here, the first spot of text is going to show up at the bottom of the screen here. So even though it'll show like a portrait for the character, I like to do this little squish whenever it's inferred that they're starting to talk. It just adds more life to it instead of just You know, like we could just have it like right here. It sit on this for, you know, a solid 15 seconds while they yap. And that just, it doesn't feel good in practice. Like, let's see. How long is this gonna take to spell out and read? What are we working with? Oh, it is really dark down there. So it's gonna hit here and it's gonna be like, Yeah, I'm thinking about like 400. And this is where Yui will do hers here. And shoutouts to copy and paste. Now I can just like go along here. I'll also be able to like have them turn around. I might have to like crack open Yui's dialogue animations and make her like a super annoyed one when he drops the lady's first line. Like, it could be funny. This one will need to be a little bit longer, so we're going from 63 to 400, so we're doing roughly 340 frames. So this one should go to about here, because this dialogue box is slightly longer. I gotta give time in between these, because this is like, since it's totally scripted, that's not like, oh, press this button to continue. It's going to continue whether or not you've read it, but you do have the option to skip too. Like, just skip the whole cutscene. The only thing with that is, oh, whoops. I have to like manually time this text each time. Which one is that? Yeah, 3. This is where you would turn around. So go right here. And I'm gonna cheat by just duplicating this and going just like this. Then I can delete all this out. Bye. Nope. Move these up ahead. I actually don't know if like moving these like keyframes up any like that has any effect on performance. Like, I imagine it might, like, but very minusculely. I don't really know how Game Maker loads these sequences in and out, but I'm gonna assume that not having stuff back here means it only gets used right here. Was there a gap there? Okay, this can now be changed. And player dialogue. Oh, no, sorry. Dialogue player. My fault. And we're gonna go to this one. Ladies first. And then about right here is where Yui will do her little like, bro, you did not type animation. Might not even need this cutscene to be as long as I initially predicted it to be. And that can go, and this is dialogue Yui. She's not in angel mode, so we don't need the wings here either. Which one of these is her? Annoyed. It's not 10. Yeah. Bro. This is probably not funny to anyone but me. And it's just because it's my characters. Like, I always get real giggly about seeing my characters do stupid stuff like this. I can only, like... I'm like thinking of that like recent audio that's been circulating around where it's like Squidward and like SpongeBob AI voice. They're going,
what the Sigma? What the Sigma?
Bro, what the Sigma?
like, I'm just thinking of like that kind of interaction right here. Like, in my mind, I want her to turn around and look like the nerd emoji, and it just have a dialogue box that says, ladies first. But I don't think I can, like, I don't think I can do that. Like, I don't want the game to take itself too seriously, but there has to be, like, that threshold of, like, it has to take itself serious enough. Yeah, so you see what I'm talking about, right? I gotta find a nerd emoji sprite right now. I accidentally closed my music, whoops. Hold on. Nerd emoji transparent. We're labbing this right now. Oh, nerd emoji. No watermark. But that's definitely like... Hold on, can I like chroma key this in paint.net? We're taking a small detour for this stream. Let me get paint.net open on the thing here. Paint.net. Okay. Oh, I can. Let's go. Yeah, get out of there. Okay. Okay, this needs to like go down like a ton in size. I'm gonna like make it the same size as her dialogue portrait, kind of. Let me get, yeah, just like that. This is gonna look super scuffed, but let's see. Okay. Save this as like oh man. This will go here, I guess. Erm.png. And let me oh, I closed a dockable window. I didn't want to do that. So I clicked over. Okay. Back in here, let me knock paint.net off the thing so it doesn't ever just randomly show back up. Okay, sprites. And bring this over here. I gotta navigate through 50 billion files before the joke dies. Erm.png. I should leave this in the game files. I think that'd be very funny. I'm gonna duplicate this to keep the squish with it. And oh, everything's gonna lock up. Cool, thanks. Thanks, Game Maker, very cool. Oh no. That's so scuffed. Maybe I could resize it a little. Am I putting too much effort into this bit? Probably. Okay, 50 is good. 50 is good. That's something I can work with very nicely. 60, 40, 40, 60, and oh wait, did I put that over? Yeah, I did. Oh my goodness. 50, 50, 60, 40. We'll do 45, 55, and then back to 50, 50. Sometimes I have shower thoughts on if I'm actually a Gen Alpha or not, since I'm borderlining both, which also means I've experienced Grimace, Brain Rot, and MLG. I'm in this weird area where I definitely grew up with kind of all of them, Flipnote Studio gave me my introduction to YouTube poops. And then when I finally got internet access, it was montage parodies, MLG, and stuff like that. Vintage SFM like We Like to Party with the Thomas the Train thing, because that's what everyone points to. Everyone's seen that video. But also, I have Zoomer siblings, so I have to be in the know. ASDF movie, that's so true. To me, it kind of fell off recently, I think. At least the last few that I've seen, they weren't as it wasn't, maybe it's like nostalgia brain, but like it wasn't how I remembered it, which had me done. Like it almost certainly is nostalgia brain in a sense, because like I guess I just don't have the ASDF humor anymore. It's more like I have YouTube poop brain. But yeah, repetition in the jokes was kind of a big thing. Then they did start like they started branching out into music. I kind of think that was like the start of the downfall, because like some of the songs were just like they weren't bad. They weren't bad, but they definitely got like played into the ground by the internet. They were way overused. I want to lab this like in game right now. Like, oh my gosh, stretch break timer. That's insane. Muffin Time was the best one. I kind of liked, I think Mind Turtle was the best one. Like, in order, it was probably like Mind Turtle, Do the Flop, and then like, there's like a huge space, and then it's like, Beep Beep, I'm a Sheep, and then Muffin Time. Like, Mind Turtle and the Flop were really good comparatively, but then like maybe it's just where I've seen them so much, but Beep Beep, I'm a Sheep, and Muffin Time got played into the ground so much. But like if I was actually like good at standard Osu, I know that there's a pretty difficult Do the Flop map. I'd play it right now, but I'm only good at Mania, so okay, I'm gonna stand up. I can keep my mic open while I move around a little bit, but I have to do stretch breaks nowadays because I sit way too much, which has me unbelievably messed up. Like 4 years of nothing but sitting in terrible positions at my desk. Like, yeah, this is, let me move the scene to stretch break and I'll just keep my mic open. This is anyone viewing, this is your time to get up and move around a little bit. Your back will thank you. Trust me. Cause I've been for the past like 4 years or so, pretty much constantly sitting. Like I would be sitting for 14 to 16 hours a day. Like, I started college in 2019, so fall of 2019, right? And then my second semester, which was in 2020 when pandemic hit and everything, everything that I had, like the very few courses I had that were in person, moved to online. So, like, I was not opposed to that. I didn't really care for having to go on campus and everything that much anyways. No, I've graduated. I've graduated now. Like, this was years back. But COVID hit and everything went online, so I've just been sitting way more. Like, way more. Like, I already sat quite a bit, like, at my computer, just kind of not really moving around much, but 4 years of doing that kind of has started to take its toll on me, and I've been having like some insane chronic lower back pain and stuff like that. So I'm trying to make it a thing to every 45 minutes or so get up and stretch around a little bit, because that's what they say, like, oh, 45 minutes to an hour, get up and move around a little bit, so that way you know, your body doesn't get used to whatever weird crooked position you're sitting into. So but no, I graduated in 2021. I only did a 2-year degree for programming, because I was under the assumption, like, for me, and this might apply to other people, like, if you're ever thinking of, like, getting into, like, programming or something, but you can't, like, follow, like, online tutorials or something like that, like, you can't just, how would I word this? Like, you can't convince yourself that, this is the, like, path you want to go through with it, like, this is the tutorial series or the course or whatever. Like, I did college mostly because my parents wanted me to do college. Like, I was really indifferent, but, you know, I went through with it, and when I started getting into my programming courses, and there was, like, a set, laid out path for, like, something I can learn, it really helped me. Because my first semester, I had only one programming course, and it was only, like, this is how programming is laid out. Like, this is pseudocode, where you, like, write it in just understandable English, like, do this many times and everything. Kind of like trying to go through a computer programming path to my 2-year degree right now, which I'm actively doing alongside high school classes. Oh, dual enrollment, that's insanely cool. I've seen people do dual enrollment, and, like, I have to imagine that it's pretty tough, but yeah. Best of luck to you. I hope you succeed with that. Like, a tip I would give is, and this is like something you might have already heard, but only on my first class, and it's pretty easy. Well, that's good. That's good. Once you start getting into, like, the more difficult stuff, it helps to have someone to talk to about it, or if you don't have, like, someone that will sit and listen to you yap about your programming, you can do, like, some people will get a rubber duck or something, and they'll sit on their desk as, like, a programming duck, and you read out your code to the duck. Okay? It makes you, like, if people just see you sitting there talking to a duck, they're gonna think you're insane. But so many times I've had an issue with my programming, and, like, this is kind of where streaming also helps, because, like, even if I'm streaming to 0 viewers, I can still sit and talk about, like, what I'm doing specifically. But reading out your code will help you catch, like, where you might have errored out. Like, recently, I was working on some multiplayer stuff for Angels and Demons, and when you deal with multiplayer stuff, you're having to send a ton back and forth. Like, I'm managing 3 different spots in code, basically. So in the base game, which we'll call the client, I'll have to have a spot where I'm sending information and then receiving information. And then I have a separate application that's the server, and on the server, you're receiving and sending information from the same spot, so it's just 3 blocks. Well, I didn't really name my variables, like, 2 different. So I had 2 different variables, a server buffer and then, like, the buffer that you're getting. So, like, just the set of information you're about to send and the set of information you've received. Well, I was tearing my hair out trying to figure out, like, why it's not sending the proper information, and it was 1 letter in a variable that was making me send the standard buffer, which was what just got sent to the server from the client, instead of the server's buffer, which is the information the client needed to receive. Maybe it's because I use Turbo Warp, but multiplayer for anything sounds... Yeah, like, it's... A lot of people don't like doing multiplayer stuff for that reason. Like, it is super difficult, but I think it's really cool. Like, I I could fire it up right now. Like, let me switch back to the main scene here. Streaming. There we go. Like, maybe I actually probably have a recording somewhere in here that I can open up to give an example of what it looks like, because I've got multiplayer versus basically like cooked and working, and that's going to be in my next demo coming out like within the next 2 months, I hope. But I also wanted to do co-op online, which would have to sync over all of the game information, and that's the really difficult part. And I'm wondering if I'm even going to be able to do that, just because there's so much stuff to keep track of that it might end up bogging down the server. So I might just have to bite and say like, hey, no online co-op, but offline co-op, and you can just use Steam Remote Play. Hold on, let me find all that stuff here. I basically already have the trailer for the next demo done, because I have something that it needs to be submitted to, a big cool presentation thingy. Shoutouts to Paperverse. But that's due like in 2 weeks, and it's basically done. The demo's not close to being done, but where's it at? Demo 4 trailer. Where is it? Oh my gosh, there's so many scenes. Where is it? Did I not move it to the folder? Oh, here it is. Let me see here. Okay, gotta tweak OBS now to display this thing. Add a scene, window capture. Yeah. And I'll pause the music real quick. And there we go. So, this might be loud. Let me adjust the volume for it. So, if you've ever seen New Super Mario Bros. On the DS, it kind of works like that. So, Angels and Demons has 5 playable characters. You have your main character, which is the dude with the red hair that I've been having in the cutscene. Yui, who's the girl in the cutscene there, your guardian angel. And then you have 3 other characters, Kaguya, Autumn, and Hector. So each player gets to pick a different character, and you'll have a few maps to go through, and these, let me see if I can get a frame of them showing up. Ah, right here. Can I, like, frame by frame in this? No. Whoa, I went back. Trying to seek. Windows Media Player is so bad. Okay, this is a good one right here. These things, this, like, green thing above Kaguya is one of the Runes of Virtue, and that's, like, the objective of, like, the story mode. Like, you gotta find these 7 things. But in the versus mode, it's just like the first one to collect a predefined mount will win. So, kind of like the stars in New Super Mario Bros. DS, you know, first person to get so many wins, you jump on other characters or use your abilities, and you can take them from them or knock them away, and they'll respawn somewhere else on the map. That's what the arrows point to. You can see the other player icons in the corners of the screen. It shows where they're at. So, this pretty much works, and it's pretty fun. Like, I might be biased because I'm the one who made it, but I've had a lot of fun playing it in like the 2 or 3 test runs I've done with it. But, oh nice, that audio's so crunchy. Thank you so much, Windows, for making absolutely, totally usable applications. But, but anyways, yeah, multiplayer is fun, I think, though I might be biased. Otherwise, like, the co-op mode is more difficult because I have so much different stuff to sync up. And it doesn't even need Steam. Right now, like my game is on Steam, and the fact that you can go and wishlist it, but the demo is not on Steam. The demo is just on itch.io, and I'm pretty sure it should be in the description. Yeah, my website link, journoid.net. It just redirects to the itch page right now, but if you're interested in checking out demo 3, you can open that link and it'll take you there. But okay, I gotta get this sprite out of here. I keep seeing it. It's gotta go. It's gotta leave. Okay, and this cutscene can end here. Yeah, I like greatly overshot the length of this one. There's a rhythm section. Yeah. The main genres of the game are platformer, RPG, rhythm game. So, oh wait, this needs to be a 3. Like, I might need to load up the game and flex a little bit, but my goal with it was to I wanted to design the rhythm game in such a way that like people who are new to rhythm games can have fun with it. But people who are like really good at rhythm games can also have fun. Oh, what OS do you use? Because if you use Linux, I have heard that it runs pretty well through Wine. I'm not sure about Mac OS, but I can't imagine it would be too much different. And I've heard that actually porting to Mac is like a hassle, and also like I think requires like paying $100 for a like Apple developer license. So I don't know if that's something I would be doing in the foreseeable future, but hold on, let me run this up real quick. Why is it so quiet? Whoops. There we go. Actually, I might need to... Oh, well, I'm done. Let me adjust the volume just a little bit more. Could do that, but I'm not that smart. I don't think it's super difficult to get it up, actually. Like, I don't know. Like, I'm not a Mac or a Linux guy, so like I've tried out Linux before, and I kind of wanted to make it my daily driver OS, but like there's 2 or 3 applications that I use that don't have a Linux equivalent, and I've also heard don't work very well through the Wine emulator. So specifically FL Studio and Vegas. Okay, here we go. Hopefully this doesn't crash because I've been making changes recently, but oh my gosh, I'm fumbling so bad. It's been a while since I've played this chart, so I don't remember the notes perfectly for it. But also, for what it's worth, my hands are kind of tired in the rhythm game sense because of a recent song I've been charting for demo 4, and it's like my new hardest chart. So I actually make these charts in Osu, and then I wrote a program to convert them to a format readable by my game. The only thing about that is like I like base the difficulty based on Osu's difficulty scaling. So like most of your easy difficulties will be like in below 2 stars, and your experts will be at about 4 stars, with the exception of this new one I've charted, which is at like 5.6 stars. So like, hold on, I can open up Osu, I think. But
Welcome to us.
let me get it up on screen here. Oh yeah, there was a new update too. Oh, that's spoilers. Can't hear that song yet. That's the trailer theme for Demo 2. Let's see. Osu charting. And we will hide the Game Maker layer. Where is Osu laser? There we go. So, oh, is it gonna show up? Do I have to play in windowed? Nope, there we go. Okay. So, yeah, I do all of my charts in Osu. Yeah, Osu's difficulty like is insane, like with the way it scales, but it's because it scales exponentially. So like going from 1-star maps to 2-star maps will take very little time. 2 stars to 3 stars will take quite a bit longer, but then like 3 to 4 will take a lot of time. And like I only recently did well on a on a 5-star map, and I've been playing Osu since, oh my gosh, since 2015 technically. I didn't start playing Mania until about like 2019 though, so this is what, roughly 4 to 5 years of improvement, but like this is the chart in question. 5.6 stars, and it hurts my hands, but let's see. Previously the most difficult was this one. Oh man, now I gotta run one of these. I think I'll run this one. This'll double up as like a teaser in the Discord server probably. Actually, is the audio good on OBS? Let me turn it up a little bit. And I'll just restart it. Wait. Hold that thought. I gotta have my window open there. There we go. I accidentally minimized OBS. There we go. I don't know if I'll be able to read chat as I do this one, because this one deals like heavily on like I'm gonna call it polyrhythms. That might not be the term. Oh my gosh, it's Miss Central. This part's especially difficult because of the rhythm of those long notes. And then the other notes go along with the drums. This part's terrible too, oh my gosh. Okay, my hands are tired. Woo! Let me rest a second. So, extra context on how these charts are in game. There's three methods. There are three methods you will encounter the rhythm game. The first is just like playing it from the main menu, and you'll have access to like all the songs pretty much, and you can pick your difficulty. The second option is that like character I mentioned earlier, Kaguya. So she's like a robot girl, and she really likes rhythm games. So you get to use this as an attack in battle. So every battle theme has 4 different difficulties that you can play for this very reason. The third way is that some enemies can use the rhythm game as an attack, and you have to get like a C rank or better to like block the attack. And if you get like, I think it's either A or it's an S rank or better, then you will counter the attack and deal damage back to the enemy. And it's not gonna throw a difficulty like this at you. You get to pick when you start the game up, like, hey, how good are you at rhythm games? You can like, you know, change this later if you want, but we kind of need a benchmark because there are scenarios where the rhythm game will happen and you won't be able to pick a difficulty. So be honest with yourself. Read the description, because if you go through like, yeah, I played Friday Night Funkin' one time, or I played Beat Saber once, like, I'm an expert at rhythm games. You're gonna get this thrown at you. You will get something like this thrown at you. Like, the easy charts are in fact easy. Like, there's no, with very few exceptions, there are no like multi-notes. So you're not gonna be hitting 2 buttons at once on the easy charts. Like, the difficulty gap is insane for these. All right, and this specific song is only like, this is gonna be a late game song, like World 7 plus. My best FC in FNF was Blazeborn. I don't know if that's good enough for the Osu tutorial. Well, lucky for you, Osu Mania does not have a tutorial yet. But I would imagine I imagine that's a Friday Night Funkin' mod, unless there's been like new songs added that the developers have pushed out or something. But mod charts are typically more difficult than the base game charts were, at least in my experience. So, okay, yeah. I would say like that's probably like most FNF mod charts would probably fall into like the normal to hard difficulty for Angels and Demons. Like, that's where I'm kind of trying to be different. I want it to appeal to people who are also like me, who I've been playing Osumania for 5 years. I'm like kind of up in the ranks, I guess. Like, I'm something like 40,000 global via Osu Laser. So like, I'm kind of up there, and I like games that are super difficult. Like, I like being challenged all the time, right? So I wouldn't want someone who is going into the game and they're like really good at rhythm games, and they also, like me, they like a challenge, to not be able to have that challenge. So the easy difficulties would be challenging to someone who's never played a rhythm game before, probably, right? The normal difficulties would be challenging to someone who has familiarized themselves with rhythm games before. Like, they know, like, oh yeah, you have to hit them to the beat, like some notes you got to hold down or something like that, but they're not too crazy. The hard ones are more like, I guess, people who have enjoyed rhythm games, like they play them more frequently. Like, I would say probably people who would like go and play Friday Night Funkin' mod charts, or have maybe like passed a 3-star map in Osu, right? And then the expert difficulties is where I don't hold back and I make something that's fun for me. But another thing to note before I like unpause and continue this is that the note difficulty, like how difficult it is to get a perfect on a note, is like way easier in Angels and Demons than it is in Osu or probably Friday Night Funkin'. Like there's a huge window, right? So like I have 90% accuracy in Osu. In Angels and Demons, I'd probably have like 96, 97% accuracy. So okay, back into it. I'm gonna miss like 15 notes when I unpause, but so coming up is probably like the hardest part of the whole chart because we're getting into BPM shift territory. So the BPM is going to ramp up to 225 BPM. I'm going to miss so many notes here, so bear with me. Oh, I like screwed that ending up so bad. Man, I'm done. Okay. Oh yeah. That's true. Mod charts are used like that. I'm saying like mod space charts, like it makes like audibly that doesn't make a difference, right? But yeah. I'm familiar with mod charts, like doing like crazy wacky things. Like there's there's one of those in Osu that I really like. What's it called? Gotta get through this. Yeah. I gotta run this one just like this one's only like 3.4 stars, but like I cannot even get past half of it just because of like of the slider velocity. And I know like there's like more to mod charts. There's like one more I'll show after this. I actually had like for a little bit I had like slight support for mod charts in Angels and Demons, but like it had to be hard coded and it was like really clunky and there wasn't really a use for it, so I didn't go any further with it. Oh my gosh, it's so difficult. The other one is I think it's this one. I think. Let me is this the one? No. Wait, yes it is. There it goes. You can't tell, but there are notes. And I cannot hit them, but like this chart is insane. Let me autoplay it real quick. I seen this on YouTube. I was like, oh my gosh, I gotta try that. Oh, Osu's having a having a stroke trying to do it. But like, I don't even know how you can read this with the storyboard on. Like, people who can read mod charts are insane. Like, if I could do this in Angels and Demons, people would hate me because like, oh, you get dizzy in battle and then a enemy uses this on you? Yeah. Like, they use a rhythm attack on you, you're done. You're getting a mod chart like this. Okay. Enough Osu yapping. I'm going to, let's see, hold on, let me get everything set up back here. Start the music back up. Let's see. I'm gonna take like 3 minutes and I'm going to run to the restroom real quick. So this will also double up as another stretch break. So be right back. And we're back. Okay, back into cutscene work. Mental reset by getting up out of my chair. It's time to get this sucker cooked up a little bit more. So how many frames we got here? 800 to... You could probably go back a little bit more with this. Don't need to linger on this too long. Boom. And I'll say, let's see, 45 minutes from now. Yeah, probably time for next stretch break. Be 45 minutes. We'll probably wrap up stream there. go eat some lunch, and then I have a meeting at about 2-ish my time. So that'd be, 45 minutes after I stop streaming. So, but now we're back into it. I need this one. I actually think, yeah, I'm just gonna get rid of these and just start from scratch with them for sure. And quit trying to hold on to it. I'm just like, I'm too married to the idea of not doing work. I got these 2 scenes. These are the good ones. Those are ready. And now I will need this one. We'll do 240, 135. This is where the tiptoe animations will come into play. And what is this one? 4. Next, 4. We'll have this one go for, we'll put 800 frames for now. Welcome back. Standing up gave me the mental reset I needed to get back into actually working on the game instead of yapping about the game. We'll have just a few frames of this dialogue box. Is the main character in any way inspired by the guy from I Wanna Be the Guy? No, not exactly. Like, I'd seen videos and stuff of I Wanna Be the Guy, but no, actually, his design is, it's really just like, when I was younger, I used to draw comics, and he was just like my persona and like all of these video game character, self-insert, oh my gosh, we're going on an adventure with Mario and Luigi kind of comics. So he kind of became his own little character now. I used to actually use him as the VTuber that you see like in the bottom of the screen there. Like, I used to just use him as my persona, but no, he was just kind of like based off of me from a younger Tom, but now he's kind of his own little character. I don't really think he has any solid like inspiration except maybe his colors. Like, I probably subconsciously made him red, green, and blue, and then like a tiny bit of white because of Mario and Luigi. You know, Mario red, Luigi green, and then blue overalls, and when they have Fire Flower, it's white, but that's about it. Like, but no, not from I Wanna Be the Guy. Though I played, I do remember, like, I never played the actual I Wanna Be the Guy, but I did play a mod for, what was it called? It's like MUGEN. Like, I think it's just called Mugen, but like it's an acronym, and it's like that 2D fighter where you just like you make your own characters and put them in there. I played a mod for that was like based around I Wanna Be the Guy, and it was insanely difficult, and I could only make it to like the 3rd level, I think was as far as I made it, but I should have put the origin on these first. No way, really? Okay, the first level of it started out like you're playing as the guy, and you have to fight like the default character that just comes with every copy of Mugen. And then I think stage 2 was Mechabirdo. It was either Mechabirdo or Kraid Geef. And then the 3rd stage was the other. Or no, maybe it was Mike Tyson. Oh, dang, I can't remember. It's been so long. But I remember, like, younger me thought that was peak. Oh, that's the actual origin. Whoopsie. 36. Game is so old. I only got reminded of it recently because of a video that was talking about like a creepypasta with it. It was like the oh man, I can't even remember it, but it was like this free game has a strongest character that breaks your computer, and it was like rumors of like someone making a character to win like the overpowered character wars, and it was just like a computer virus. Minecraft creepypastas. Creepypasta is like, it's kind of a lost art form to me, I think. Like, in a way, it's still held together by like Reddit no sleep posts. Like, I've been on a horror kick recently. Like, I started watching Wendigoon videos, and then he started a podcast with Meat Canyon called Creepcast, and like suddenly I enjoy horror as a genre, and I cannot watch or read horror on my own because I'm a little baby. All right, I am a little baby. I have to have funny streamer man in the top right of my screen reacting to the video and pausing it to add in his own thoughts and everything. So, but like back in the day, like when I was younger, I would read creepypastas, and I don't even know why. Like, it was mostly just like morbid curiosity on my own part, because I know I read Ben Drowned, thought that was the most terrifying thing ever. And like, again, hindsight is 2020. Like, it's not that creepy to me now. And then there was some Mario fan fiction thing I read that was, it was basically FNAF did at one point for me too. Like, I forget that FNAF came out in like 2014, 2012 or something like that. Like, I was there from the beginning, and that's like shocking to me. Like, FNAF did on occasion like give me some like, ooh, like heebie-jeebies of the night. Like, I will not even lie. Freaking Golden Freddy like freaked me out for like the longest time, and like like the OG, like his face just fills the screen and it's the jump scare sound pitched down. That freaked me out when I was younger. For like, I don't know, maybe it's like the uncanny valley or something, or maybe it's just the lack of pupils that just like kind of freaks me out. Like, specifically, there's a few specific scenes in FNAF that like really got to me. That's one of them. I wouldn't really say this, like, everyone would probably say the spring lock scene. Foxy, yeah, like FNAF 4 Foxy. That's so true. I think a lot of people would say the spring lock scene in FNAF 3 was up there in like creep factor, but that one didn't really affect me as much as like the scenes leading up to it, because like the little 8-bit scenes, I get shivers thinking about it. It doesn't even scare me anymore. It's just the sound. But when Purple Guy like shows up, like when he spawns, and then just like that weird like that kind of like buzzing noise like that as he runs towards the animatronic that you're controlling at that time, that sound just gets to me. Like, I don't even know way it freaks me out like that. Like, maybe it's like like I used to fiddle around with hacking on Wii's and stuff, right? Like I had like 3 different Wii's and I hacked every one of them. But I remember like the crash sound for the Wii, or oh no, wait, I can actually pinpoint this one. Never mind. Like this is now Journoid therapy session. When I was younger, I had a DS, like a DS Lite, and I was playing Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga, and I must have like bumped my DS because I was playing it like on a DS instead of a GBA. I must have like bumped the system or something enough to make the cartridge come loose, because when a Game Boy Advance game crashes, it just starts reading data like from the beginning of the thing and outputting it to the speakers. So it just makes this like kind of like really loud, high-pitched screeching. Scared the life out of me when I was younger. But I guess that's what it would be. That's probably why the sound freaks me out so much. Okay, this scene. This is a very simple scene. It just needs the dialogue cues like that. And oh wait, this needs to come right here. Yeah, Yui gets cut off. We go to the next scene. Boom!
Yippee!
Oh, I didn't think about how I would do this one. Now I'm actually kind of done because I gotta actually freaking animate Arwood. Oh my gosh, she's like, I actually just hate animating this character for some reason. Yeah, here he is. This guy. Like, I don't even know what it is. Like, I could probably get by with just using what animations he has. Methinks. Oh wait, I just realized that OBS cannot see a sprite. Whoops, I did it again. Game Maker, category. There he is, yeah, this guy. It's him! It's the dude that they're here to see and beat the devil out of, literally. Yeah, I think this will work for it. Yeah. Okay. Cool. I can hide Ace of Pride again. I'm not gonna be using it because I don't want to. I want to actually work on the cutscene. I think what I might be able to do. Where's his sprite here? It's like face forward idle. Yeah. I can probably position this in such a way. How does Yui open this scene? I gotta visualize it in my mind. So Arwood's gonna be here at the wall, as if he just flipped on a light switch. And then Yui on this same scene is gonna be like, oh, yo, what's up? And then the next scene, he's gonna immediately cut her off going to the next scene and walk up to him and then cut her off again. And this is where it would go into that one scene that I deleted. Yeah. Okay, so this is 7. And on this, I will have a camera zoom in. So it'll actually, well, it's a 480 by 270 canvas. It'll actually become a 240 by 135. And we'll just put this in here, because this will make it a lot easier to work with. Don't know if it's performance economical to have this whole sprite loaded into this, but we'll find out. Let's move him up here. And oh, I kind of want to put a soft shadow, but I don't think that would make sense in context of the lights. Because I would have to like have it halfway on the wall, because if we imagine that the light is in the middle of the room, it would not cast a shadow forward like every other time I've used a shadow in these cutscenes. Maybe I can finagle this a little bit. Maybe with some rotation. And that doesn't look too bad. Okay, yeah, I'll run with that. And then 600 frames. Boink. Yeah. So we're on 7. And then we'll go to... Wait, does Yui get cut off here? Yeah, she does. Okay. So this can go up a little earlier. Maybe that's why I don't like Arwood, because I intentionally wrote his possessed character to, like, just to be, like, a jerk to Yui. Yeah, this one will last about that long. And this is which scene? 4? Go to scene 5, right there. Actually. Nah, yeah, we'll go ahead and go to the next scene. Scene 5. And this one will be a 240-135 canvas. And I want that floor again, the battle floor. This one. And the cool thing about this is I can just position it wherever, and then I don't have to worry about like aligning the camera and everything inside the room, as long as I put the characters around this centerpiece here. So go ahead and lock it. Do I have a running animation for him where he's not holding the knife? Yeah. Or the axe, I mean. Which one is that? Do I even have that sprite in here? Ah, here it is. Oh, the one named... Named? Named. New word just dropped. Named. It's named and labeled together. The sprite labeled run_no axe is probably the one I'm looking for. Shockingly. This is such a goofy animation. Yeah, this is what I'm looking at. Boink. And put origin on him. Right about there. And we're gonna make him do some squish and stretch. Now, open on the 9th dialogue thingy. Oh, mexed. Yeah, that's a word. For sure. Okay. He doesn't take too kindly to people invading his personal space. Oh, for sure. Same, bro. Same. And then we'll do about right here. Yui starts to talk. And then he's going to cut her off again. And this is where he'll be super mad. What animation did I use for him for that? Oh, not that one. Not that one. Not that one. Not that one. I'm gonna say it's the log throw, but like the first frame of it. Yup, it looks right. Oh yeah, image index 0, do not animate. Yeah. He's just gonna wave dash forward. And I'll make that a curve once I've got everything else locked in, position-wise. This dialogue should be a little bit faster paced anyways, because I kind of want it to be like an argument in a way. So context here for this cutscene is that this guy Arwood is like a he's like a camp owner kind of person, right? And he's also a lumberjack. But you know, main premise of Angels and Demons, like demons are invading the living room because the barrier that separates them was broken, and they can just kind of come in now without being summoned. So they've possessed this guy, and our heroes are tasked with the king of the area to bring like a list of requirements for like a summer youth camp thing for the kids of the area, and he just has to set that up. But obviously he's a little bit mad right now. He's possessed by a demon of wrath, so this cutscene absolutely needs to be like an argument. So this one, this is where main character would show up, be all mad like. And then this is where we would go back to the arm crossing. Boink. Oh, it does not need that much time either. We're interrupting. I had to structure it like an argument. Oh, why I oughta. And I start spinning my fists around, and you hear the Popeye theme. Okay, yeah, this is where the scene would transition to the next part. Go to, this is 5, so this is 6. Dang, we're adding more scenes.
Yippee.
Now I guess I should put the other characters in. There we go. He'll stand there. No, actually. Oh man. Now I'm thinking like the lady's first gag might actually make this like slightly different in the fact that he's not gonna jump in front of you, you know? Oh, Yui can in fact walk while off screen, so I mean, never mind. Literally does not matter, so. Yep, that looks good. And then, which one of these is where? Number 12. So right here is where we're gonna make him go forward. They're about to tussle. They're gonna fight. And that'll be a curve later too. Boink. Make him yap. And dupe it. And remove the yap. $24.68. 24. That's 246. Boom. We don't need that. Whoa.
Bro.
Okay. Now we can put UE in. Whew. Slowly but surely. UE speak. Should UE... Oh, that's forwards. Never mind. I was about to say, should she look up while she speaks? But nope. She is not. She will never. She'll go right here. And she'll be... out right here, but also... in front. There we go. Fix up her positioning. Oh no, never mind. It's actually already fixed up. But you should maybe come down a little bit. You don't need to be all the way up there. Boink. Oh, I'm realizing this is not the right one. Hold on. Whoops. Which is this? Not a flying, not a distressed flying. Not that one. No, no. Oh, this one. Here we go. Here we go. Not that one. Oh my gosh. Potato chip sound effect. Old Sprite jump scare. And right here, I just dupe this, move it, and drop this one. And drop this out. She'll start yapping. Oh, she flickers. Surprised? Yes. Whoa, not like that. There we go. Squish. Maybe she needs to be a little more squishy. Yeah, a little more squishy. And this one, I think, can just go all the way out. Yeah. Because she's not interested in whatever we're selling. And then this is where main character's like, hey, back off, main. And then he's like, you're losing all me money, Sponge Boy me Bob. Basically. He should absolutely sound like Mr. Krabs, I think. Does this one need to be that long? 13. No. Wait, oh, because I'm supposed to have 14 in here too. Whoops. Next, 14. I'm gonna go to the next scene. And Methinks the ungrateful glutton has to get some random punk little kids to come out here and tell me what to do. That's what he would say, or something like that. He would call them punk little kids. Thieving, like, whatever. Something Mr. Krabs would say, like, mutiny. Or something or another. Yeah, I think this one's cooked. Next scene. Scene 6. Okay, Game Maker, just don't acknowledge that I pressed 6 there. Thanks, very cool. This one, I'm gonna say 480 to 70. And we're gonna have this kind of perspective here. Oh, almost forgot to unhide the floor. Rich Southern cowboy accent. Look, if I was rich, the statement would be true, but I'm sadly not. If I am from the South, if it wasn't apparent, but I think actually, hold on, Arwood wouldn't sound super Southern either. He would definitely be more like, oh, if anything, he'd be like Scottish. I guess he'd have like a kind of Scottish accent going on, methinks, because so this. I don't talk about the world building a ton and the fact of like where they should realistically be placed, but like World 2 kind of takes place in like geographically it would be like a European location, I guess. Like I had like a map for this, like most. Okay, so World 1 takes place kind of like in a weird area of the US, I guess. Like, I won't say the geography is like 1-to-1 with IRL, but like World 1 is a desert and it's populated by cowboys. So it's kind of like, we'll say like, what if Texas, Arizona, and maybe like Nevada were mixed? World 2 kind of takes place in like Europe, kind of, in the fact that half of it is like a kingdom, so you have like a king and everything, and the other half of it is like there's a White House, a president, and everything. So it's like, what if America was like a tiny European country as well? World 3 is Florida. It's just it's a beach. Then World 4 takes place around the hub world of the game, in a laboratory. So it's kind of localized to an area. World 5 would be like kind of like New York in a way, but also like not New York. It's gonna be a big city type of area. World 6 is gonna be like unless I change my plans, because World 6 is in like a weird area of planning, but it would kind of be like a, for lack of a better reference, like Vatican City, like with the Pope and everything, like where he chills at. Mix of Florida and Australia. I mean, where's Madagascar? Where is Madagascar on the map? Like, is that... My mind is telling me that's near Australia, but that might be totally wrong. Where is Madagascar located? Oh no, that's like off the freaking... Oh man, that's off the coast of Africa. My geography. Oh no. I'm done. Yeah. Okay, we can imagine that World 3 would be like, it's Florida and like Madagascar, like jungle island type stuff, because it'll have 3 major sections. That's true. There'll be like 3 major locations that you go to in World 3. One of those, like, you'll be going across to different, like, I guess TV stations across the area. One of those you have to take a train to get to. One of those is in the middle of, like, that world's city. And the other is, like, out on some islands in the ocean. I cannot elaborate further because of spoilers, but, that's kind of how it'll work. So I mean, technically, like, because there's islands, it could be like Australia. Australia's an island, last I checked at least. So, like, it'll be some crazy bonkers stuff, probably. Let's see. World 4, I think, is going to be like the peak of funny. There's going to be a lot of funny stuff happening in World 4, methinks. I've at the very least planned it to be very funny. As in, there will be... Well, I guess this isn't really spoilers, because I've definitely, like, intentionally leaked it in one of my devlog videos, but there's gonna be a dating simulator in it. Everyone hates the idea, but I have to stick to my Angels and Demons is inspired by Super Paper Mario kind of roots a little bit. So there is going to be, oh, that should be 15, not 17. There's going to be a dating sim in World 4. Totally scripted kind of thing, but it will be funny, I think. World 4 is gonna focus on like the 4 main aspects of the game in a way. So there'll be like a pure platforming segment, a pure RPG segment, a pure rhythm game segment, and then like a pure story segment. That's where the dating sim is gonna go. So everyone will get to see my terrible character writing in full display. Let's see here. This perspective feels weird. Kind of. I'm not really sure how I would fix this either. Basically, I want the way this scene will work is it'll have like his last line of dialogue, and then the demon will show up and be like, "Ha, get trolled," and then they'll be like, "Oh my gosh, he's possessed!" And they cut him off when he's talking, which just makes him even more mad. So, and then it'll kind of transition into the battle, and then this cutscene's done.
Yippee!
Oh, the stretch break timer? It's 1:18. Oh my gosh. Okay, actually, I'm gonna save this here. I think, now, depending on how I feel, I might stream again later. I don't know though. But I am gonna have to wrap it up here. I'm gonna go get some lunch, and I have a meeting in about 40 minutes or so. So, to everyone who stuck around, thank you very much for watching. If If you're interested in playing the existing demo of Angels and Demons, you can find a link to that in the description. You can also, I'm just gonna like drop this in the description because I don't think it's there, but the Linktree link does have like a Discord link as well as the website link, but let's see, I should edit the description for that. Boom, Discord. That should have been in there to begin with, but YouTuber things, make sure to smash that like button and smash that subscribe button and turn on your post notifications so you never miss an upload. Be sure to join the Discord and get all the reaction rolls and everything so you know when I go live, when I post on Twitter or YouTube Shorts or something like that, or if I post a teaser in the Discord, because I'm always posting teasers about what I'm working on and cool things like Hector dropping the beat. He looks like this. And other things, so anyways, for everyone who stuck around, thanks very much for watching. I might start streaming again later because I have like pretty much the whole day, but depends on how I feel after I eat and get out of this meeting. So anyhow, yeah, that's about all I got to say. Thanks for watching.